Welcome to the Back Together episode of The Race of Dikontress. It's a special episode, 1 year after we wrapped up our fantastic season of chaos. Laughter, tears, and fierceness, the queens will reunite and reflect back on their journey through this delightful contest. Once we catch up with our queens, we'll read the jury vote and then the televote. Then we'll finally crown a winner for the Race of Dikontress. First up, a queen that brought a brief storm upon the workroom, Titina Storm, a spicy queen that left us early. Caesar Ned, and last but not least, the young baddie, Badona Baru. Let's start with our first out, Titina. One of you was going to be first out, and it was you. How do you deal with such hit to your ego?
You know what? It's more iconic than finishing second to last. Sorry, Caesar. I think people didn't get to see all I had to offer. I mean, a sewing challenge, and I got left with the dirty leftovers of wasteful materials. Maybe I could have done better in an acting challenge. Although I'm bad with lines, or I could have done another outfit, although I don't know how to sew or the comedy. Even if I've never done comedy.
Wow. Seems you really had a lot of things you couldn't do, but regardless, it was exquisite seeing you on the show. And you really left an impression on it. Now, let's talk with Caesar Ned. You said that you wished to start your own life. Since having 5 siblings was a lot of responsibility, how did that go?
It went super well. I love my family and they were surprised I said that, but they understood what I meant. Even better is that thanks to the show I've been able to travel the country and really build something for myself. Which is satisfying. I have to thank you.
Thank you for being a gaggy queen. This competition had the best of the best, and talking about that, Badona Baru, Gina Spades said in the last episode you were the least drag of the bunch. How do you feel about this affirmation?
Like, I do have an obsession about being pretty, and during the show I knew I wasn't giving my 100%. I knew some things that I didn't want to say until now, but I'm ready to come clean. I'm actually a transgender woman. And my obsession with femininity came from gender dysphoria. I'm much happier now that I started living my true life.
That's lovely, Badana. We'll always support you in everything. Your family, my last question for you is, who are you rooting for tonight?
Gina Spades. She understood my vibe and I get hers. Alternative bitches forever.
Ella T. Fant. She's classy, elegant, and really prepared for that crown.
Who no, she's the people's princess. She was the talk of the season.
All right, moving on with 3 special queens that placed in the middle. Better the devil you know her, Lucy Fur. Her temper was more intense than beige, as a beige, and lastly, she's bald, a fish, and a queen. She's Wub Wub Bughub. You lovely girls came close, but not so close. Let's start with Lucy Fur. The question in everyone's mind is, why a MILF? You're too young for that.
I don't know, haha. I guess I was feeling crazy. I was desperate for a win, so I was throwing everything and the kitchen sink on top of it. I will say, though, I completely feel I could have been in that finale. I mean, I should have been top 5 if it wasn't for Azerbaijan's miracle. But alas, this challenge was not up for me. I can read a bitch, but I can't read a script. I'm illiterate.
Many such cases, darling, and of course, talking about top 5, Azerbaijan, you had such a temper in this contest despite coming as a chill queen. What happened?
Hello, Dikontress. That's a good question. I was very stressed out all the time, and it's really irritating working so far away from home with a bunch of loud people. I'm usually quiet and calm, but I was just on the edge of my mind since like episode 2 or 3, I do want to say. All the hate online has been disheartening. I hope to inspire black queens to keep doing their thing. And I apologize if I was insufferable. I just wished people didn't write me hate mails and all that. But I'll get over it. I'm resilient.
I'm sad to hear that, but despite everything, you brought a lot of drama that's necessary for these types of show. That's what people must remember. At the end of the day, you're part of the family. Family ends up fighting. Finally, our favorite tall baldy, it's Wub Wub Bughub. Tell us, how's everything been, honey?
It's been incredible, fantastic, outstanding, unbelievable. I received so much love from the fans. My partner was so proud of me. And people have traveled all the way to Zarbak to see me perform, which is crazy to me, my little nobody town. Getting visited. I want to say that I know Azabage and me had our ups and downs, but I know that what we saw on TV is not equal to how she is. People, we must preach love. Let's turn down the infighting, and let's be prideful and joyful.
Couldn't have said it better. Now my last question. Who are you rooting for tonight?
Gina Spades, that's my sister, that's my twin.
Ella T. Fant. She's got the experience and the talent. Nobody is more fit.
I love Gina and Ella, but I'll go with Hoo because it's so inspiring to see her already energetic style growing more and more into something refined.
Thank you, ladies. Finally, let's welcome the girls we're waiting for, the marvelous top 3. The finalists of the race of Dikontress: Ella T. Fant, Gina Spades, Who know. Hope you're feeling good. Let's start with Ella T. Fant. You actively disagreed with the judges a lot, especially in the confessional. Why did you disagree with us?
Now that I'm in the finale, I don't disagree anymore, haha, but I do feel that in every competition I took part in. I've never it as such an open field where the runways perhaps aren't as important as the challenge, or where your criteria mixes that up with the growth we had, but it was a humbling experience, and after a year of thinking about it. I understand why I didn't win every challenge, although I'm proud of my performance.
Things are different when we see it from the outside. Now, let me ask you a question, Jinan. Among all the drama the final queens had, how did you manage to stay out of it?
I'm just a pretty chill queen, haha. I've learned to take life calmly, one step at a time, and I just see that they're so talented. So I don't want to pile on anyone, but rather when someone is in trouble, I try to talk or at least lend them a hand. Even at the end, when I had to look up for myself, I was having a blast. I appreciate life and all that's given me. So the fights don't fit my personality.
You stayed out of drama and focused all the way to the end. Impressive. Now, I want to ask who know, despite your struggle with the other queens in the show, how did it feel finally seeing the response outside of it?
Oh, I want to say incredible, out of this world. Huhita has felt so validated, because when I left I had such an imposter syndrome, like okay. What the hell was I doing in the final instead of others? But now I see that I ate, that people supported me. And it's been the best thing ever. I want to say to Ella and Azabage, I don't have any hard feelings. As I've told you before, but I was so kind in the competition.
You know, I said it harshly, but it was just an opinion that—
No, hush it up, I'm talking. You will talk when I'm done. I'm just—
Gag, kill the bitch.
I shouldn't have let you step on me that way, that's it. It was hurtful because as an older queen I look up to you. But now I know that I'm great on my own.
And I know it too, you're a sister. I had a narrow view of competitions. I'm glad that view could change here.
Okay, I think it's time for the side awards. I'm glad to announce, besides the 100,000 zots of the winner, we'll also give 10,000 zots to the runner-up. And 8,000 zots to Miss Sympathy. You girls voted for Miss Sympathy. That one girl that was the kindest of the group voted Miss Sympathy for you is Wubwa Bughouse. Congratulations.
I love you girls. Thank you for the dineros.
Finally, the moment you have been waiting for. Let's see the scores that determine the winner of the race of Dikontress. First of all, the jury votes. Marie Kali and I have voted based on your performance and our own personal observations, and our votes are as follows: 21 points for Ella T. Fant, 27 points for Gina Spades, and 8 points for Who Know. Anything can still change. Remember that now we have the televotes. Let's begin with what the people at Leah voted for. Claracia gave 2 points to Ella and 5 points to Who Know. Quent gave 2 points to Gina and 5 points to Who Know. Lila Kea gave 2 points to Ella and 5 points to Who Know. Unstenia gave 2 points to Ella and 5 points to Gina Spades. Sanava gave 2 points to Ella and 5 points to Who Know. Fiora gave 2 points to Ella and 5 points to Who Know. Ziatu gave 2 points to Who and 5 points to Gina Spades. It's all up to the votes from the Autonomous Federation of Kaidior. The few votes we received from this nation will define the overall result, so pay lots of attention. Two points to Ella T. Fant. And the final 5 points are for Who Know. We have a winner for the race of Dikontress. Who Know. You've won this gorgeous custom-made crown and 100,000 zots to your bank account. You will also be our representative in Levision 3069 in Fiora. Anything you want to say, my queen?
Oh my god, since I was little I knew I wanted to be on the stage. Wearing a crown with my name, I can't believe this moment is here. Thank you all for believing in Huhita. Let's slay, your champion is here.
From my part, thank you everyone for tuning in, for supporting the show, for showing up to the premieres. It's been a long time of hard work and finishing it feels beyond rewarding. I love you all, my dear viewers. Happy Pride, and now my beautiful champion pose.